Welcome to the day 2 of our tips on how to live a financially stress-free life. I still remain your host and your friend, Mr. Anolefo Chisom, aka Mr. Investments, the founder of the Stress-Free Money Zone. So, going forward, we are still on the introductory stage, and today we are going to be wrapping up the introductory stage by looking at the meaning of stress. What is the meaning of stress? What is the meaning of financial stress? What are the causes of financial stress? These are what we're going to be looking at, and are going to form the basis of our discussion in the journey of financial freedom. So, what is stress? Stress can be defined or is a state of worry or mental tension, which is as a result of difficult situations. So, if this is the meaning of stress, it simply means that financial stress is a state of worry that is caused by money related issues. It could be lack of money, it could be lack of not having enough money. These are financial stress. Then, what are the causes of this financial stress? I have been able to identify 15 causes of this financial stress. But you know the good news? The good news is that out of these 15 causes of financial stress, 13 of them are ones that can be controlled by us, while the remaining 2 can be said to be from external factors that are beyond our control. So it means we are in charge of our life. It means that if we are facing financial pressure in life, it means it is as a result of our negligence or inaction. So let's move forward to these causes of financial stress. Number 1 of them is lack of money. That is lack of money, not having money to meet up with your needs. And this lack of money could be as a result of, not having a job. It could be as a result of not having a source of income. And when you don't have a source of income, it means you are already under pressure. You're already under stress to meet up with your financial needs. Then number 2 of them is what I call not having enough money, lack of enough money. There are 2 different things. Not having money and not having enough money are 2 different things. You could have money, you could have a source of income. Let's say you are working, you are doing a business. Let's say you are earning 50,000 naira on a monthly basis, but your financial needs are beyond that very particular amount you are earning. It will still put you under pressure because you don't have enough money to meet up with that very your particular needs. Then number 3 is what I call lack of contentment. That is a situation whereby you are not contented with what you have. You are this kind of person that you are always eager to go for the things that you don't have. When let's say you are driving a car now, you are driving a Corolla, and your friend buys a G-Wagon, instantly G-Wagon begins to hungry you. You have the desire to buy G-Wagon. Or let's say you are living, for example, now for people that are familiar with Abuja, because I stay in Abuja. For example, you are living in Buari, part of Abuja, and your friend is living in Wuse or Maitama. The next thing, you are under pressure to relocate. You are under pressure to meet up with some certain class. That is what we call lack of contentment. Number 4 causes of financial stress is social media or peer pressure. Yes, social media has its advantage. It has its positive influence, positive advantage, especially for business people who take advantage of social media to promote and grow their brand. Also, social media has posed a lot of pressure for people, because you go on social media, you see influencers, you see already made businessmen and women, flaunting their lifestyle, flaunting their cars, flaunting their houses and all that. And then you on your own, you now, because of what you see on social media, you tend to put yourself under pressure to meet up. As a business person, as an entrepreneur, a growing entrepreneur, you look at persons like Tony Elumelu online, you see them online, you see the way they flaunt their cars, they travel here and there, and you begin to compare yourself with them, not forgetting the fact that these people, they had stages they passed through before they got to that very particular point.
Then also you begin to compare yourself with most persons that are into illegal businesses, that got their money from illegal sources. You begin to compare yourself with them, and that puts you into unnecessary pressure. It's one of the sources, as in it's this source, especially our youth. It has pushed a whole lot of youth into yahoo, into all manner of things, just to meet up, just to live up. Who are you trying to impress? Who do you want to impress? This life, you don't live life to impress people. You don't live life to impress people. Then again, number 5 that I've identified as causes of financial pressure is what I call pressure from home. Pressure from home, specifically for probably married people and all that. There is this pressure from either of the spouse, either your husband, either your wives, coming up with their demands, their wants, their needs, and all that. Most times, it puts you under unnecessary pressure. But if you know how to manage it, which is what we are going to be discussing in the course of this day program, we're going to be discussing on how we can manage family pressure. Well, just know that pressure can come from home, your home. If you are not married yet, pressure can come from your parents. Their expectations, there could be high expectations, which is one of the things that is equally happening to the youth. I'm particular about the youth because I am equally a youth. So these are things I have first-hand experience on. There is equally pressure from home, pressure from parents. You see parents of nowadays, pushing their children, always comparing their children with other persons that you don't know the source of their income. So as a person, you need to avoid these pressures. Then again, we have the number 7 pressure is also pressure from extended families. This is specifically for people who are married. There is also pressures coming from extended families. Your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your nephews, your nieces, and all that. There is this sense of entitlement that most of them have, with the expectations that, yes, it is your responsibility to help them. And when you begin to overload yourself with these responsibilities, it puts pressure on you. It puts pressure on you to meet up to their demands. Then again, one thing you could actually do, though we will still expatiate on this as we go forward, one thing you can actually do is also to endeavor to always share knowledge, share updates with your extended family. That way they can also learn how to hustle for themselves, learn how to manage their finances and all that. Just like the way you are watching this video right now, following our YouTube channels, you can as well share these videos to people connected to you, so that they will be having this knowledge and be learning this knowledge as you are learning it. That makes life easier for you. This is one of the reasons I chose that vision for my life, creating an environment of wealthy and successful people. If you are around me, if you are connected to me and you are not making money, you are not enjoying financial freedom, it means that I am not living. Then again, we look at pressure to meet up to unrealistic plans. This is the number 7 of the causes of the financial stress. Pressure to meet up to unrealistic plans. Most times you find yourself in a situation whereby you set unrealistic plans for yourself. For example, the new year is starting. Let's say your income source for last year was about 200,000 naira monthly, and the new year is starting. You have not gotten an improved source of income, or improved your source of income. You are making your new year plans. You are setting goals. You want to build house. You want to buy car. You want to buy G-Wagon. You want to buy private jets. Setting unrealistic goals for yourself. This can as well put you under pressure, because it is obvious you cannot meet up with that very particular plan you are setting for yourself. Or let's say you are a fresh graduate, you just graduated from school, you already setting target for yourself. You want to buy a car, you want to build a house. No, that would put you under pressure. Number 8 is poor financial planning. That is when you live a financially haphazard life. You're not conscious of how you earn money. You are not conscious of how you save money. You are not conscious of how you spend money. You are not conscious of how you invest money. You are just doing it anyhow. Anyhow it comes, that is anyhow I spend it. These are things that can put you under financial pressure. Then number 9 is the inability to differentiate between our wants and our needs. There is a wide difference between wants and need. Your wants now could be to buy a car, but having a car as a person at that very particular time might not be a need for you. So anything that is not a need for you should not put you under financial pressure. Then, because of our time, I would have to rush these courses. Like I said earlier, in the course of this day's program, we are going to be, digging deep into all these courses and how we can mitigate them. So number 10 is the inability to understand the difference between I have the money to buy this and I can afford this. They are two different things. I can have the money now in my account to say, for example, buy this phone, but that doesn't also mean that I can actually afford to buy this phone at that very particular time in my decision. So when you spend money to buy things that you can't really afford, it puts you under pressure to now be able to meet up to the things that you actually need, thereby causing yourself unnecessary financial stress. Then number 11 is misappropriation of what? Debt. Most persons borrow funds for liabilities, which is very, very wrong, or which is inappropriate. Let me use the word inappropriate. It is not okay to borrow money for luxury, to borrow money to go and buy clothes, to borrow money to go and buy things that are either directly or indirectly not going to make money for you. And when we do this, we put ourselves under financial pressure. If buying a car cannot make me money or cannot indirectly make me money, then why should I borrow to buy a car? Why should I borrow to own a car? Then number 12 is gambling. For people or persons that gamble, for example, Bet Naija, playing bets, playing bets, all manner of gambling. Most cases, it could be maybe money you are keeping for your house rent, or you are keeping to do a project for your building project, or money you kept for another purpose. You see yourself putting hand there in gambling with the hope of maybe that you are going to win and you will be able to make more money. Gambling puts people under financial pressure. So if you want to live a financially stress-free life, it means you have to avoid or minimize gambling. Gambling as we progress, we'll talk more about what gambling is all about, because gambling is not only about playing bets and all that. There are other effects, other sides of gambling that people do not know. Then number 13 is no or insufficient retirement plan. When probably as a civil servant or as an entrepreneur, you don't have a retirement plan for yourself, or you don't have a sufficient retirement plan for yourself, it puts you under financial stress. By the time you are retired, you find yourself confused, you find yourself not knowing where to go from, or you find yourself within 2 years you have finished, or you have lavished all the money you have in your retirement savings. Then number 14, which is this number 14 and number 15 are the ones that I call the uncontrollable factors. That's those factors that are beyond our control. It could happen to anyone. And number 14 is the natural disaster. Natural disaster, it could be, for example, you own a business, you own a business you are running, and let's say, for example, your business place caught fire, and all your goods was destroyed by fire, or probably flood affected your business, your source of income and all that. That could as well put someone on financial pressure. But equally, there are also ways we can mitigate, not necessarily avoid, but mitigate the effects of these natural disasters. And we will get to that as we progress in this study. Then the last on this segment, or the last but not the least, is the adverse effects of economic situation of the country where we are in, or government policies. Government could wake up one morning and make a policy that might even lead to you losing your job, or maybe going out of business. Those are some of the factors that are actually beyond our control. But that doesn't mean there is no way we can manage or mitigate them. So how can we avoid, manage or mitigate financial stress? How can our team for this year's financial program, which is financial growth, business expansion and portfolio diversification, how can it help us to manage financial stress? This and many more are what we are going to be discussing as we move forward. See you on day 3. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. We'll call it sharing of what? Updates. Share updates. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow for the day 3.